Okay, so honestly, in girl world, there's a lot of things I don't understand. And I think this story is gonna show how much I don't understand, even though I do the devil's tango a lot, okay? But honestly, before we get into it, let's just say I love you guys to death. Seriously, you guys are literally changing my life every single day. And also, I do want to talk to you guys and hang out with you guys more, so make sure you guys do follow the Twitch and also come also to the Discord server. Seriously, like just come in the Discord server. Don't just come. Never mind. Anyways, yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy story. So this story takes place back, I want to say, in high school. In high school, I'm gonna be honest, I was doing the devil's tango a lot, okay? Like, I was doing it a lot. But when it came to actually, like, you know, knowing the proper necessities, the only thing I knew was, like, the base protection. I didn't know about the plan B. I didn't know about any of those things. I didn't even know that was a general thing in this world. Because let's be real here, plan A doesn't work. You just go to deal with it and cry about it. That's what I was more used to. But this story of me finding out plan B was really, really difficult. So like I said, back when I was in grade 10, there was this girl that I was talking to. She was in my science class. She was a really nice girl and she was outstanding. Me and her, we always talked and we always, like, you know, we had that base, like, friendship. But in reality, like, me and her were both already attracted to each other. It's just someone had to make the first move. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, usually it would be me making the first move. But this time, I don't know, I was kind of like settling a little bit. So I was like, oh, like maybe she'll do it this time, you know? Maybe I don't have to do it. By the way, guys, that's never usually the case. But I remember one time on Snapchat, it was a late night. Obviously, when it's a late night on Snapchat, usually things do get freaky. And me and her, we started talking more in depth about things we could do to each other. Yeah, I know, kind of weird coming from me, but let's be real here. Like, it's part of high school. Like, you guys are gonna meet girls. You guys are gonna have those weird conversations, and you guys are gonna have those, like, things. Like, it's general science. It will happen. Unless, you know, you put your head in the books and just pretend no one's around you. Then, I mean, that's a smart way too. That's how usually, you know, smart people get into big schools and stuff. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So going on, I remember me and her, we had a late night on Snapchat. We talked really freaky, okay? Like, freaky. And I remember the next day at science class when we sat beside each other, knowing we just hit that barrier of, like, a new world kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Me and her, we started getting a little touchy as well. It went from, you know, me touching her thigh to her touching me around my thingamabob thingy, and so on and so forth. After class, me and her started talking, and I remember she asked me, oh, like what do you plan on doing today? If you're not doing anything, we can hang out. And in my head, I'm like, shoot, I didn't bring my car because I'm hanging out with my buddy Lane after. So in my head, I'm like, oh, like, you know, like, I'm busy, I'm hanging out with my buddy, like, sorry, I didn't bring my car today and stuff like that. And she told me, oh, like, what is he doing? And in my head, I'm like, is she gonna, like, want to come with us? Like, is this a thing? So I told her, like, you know, me and him were going for a drive and stuff, and she's like, oh, like, can I come? And I didn't say no specifically, but I did say, give me a minute and let me ask him, because obviously, you know, if he's a homie and stuff, I'm gonna go ask him. And I don't think he would ever turn down inviting girls, like, to hang out. So I remember after that conversation, I went over to Lane. And if you guys don't know Lane, he's a friend of mine, he's a homie, and we talked for a long time. Like, he's knew me since middle school. And I asked him, yo, like, bro, like, do you have any girls you can invite to, like, hang out for today? And he asked me, like, why? Like, I thought we were doing, like, a guys thing. And then I say, well, there's a girl I really want to hang out with, and, like, I don't know if, like, you're down to also hang out with her and stuff, you know? It'd be awkward just three-wheeling, you know what I mean? And he said okay, and he invited, like, another girl to come hang out. And this was a girl he was actually talking to at the time, I think, as well. So I remember that day after school, me and him, we started actually, like, getting things together, and we planned on what to do together with two girls, basically. Basically, we were planning our double date. That's the best way to really explain it. But I'm gonna be realistic with you guys. Planning a double date was not that easy. Like, I had no idea what to do. So what me and my buddy decided at the time was to take him to a movie. And that's what we did. We just hook him to an early movie. I think this movie was, like, around 6 o'clock. It was a very basic movie. I don't remember what it was, to be honest. I don't know what it is with me in movies. Like, I feel like it's the best way to get a girl to, like, you know, watch a movie with you. I don't know. But after the movie, I'm not gonna lie, we got bored. Since we went to go see an early movie, like I said, at 6 o'clock, we didn't actually, like, have a plan for the rest of the day. At first, the girls were thinking, oh, like, we should go eat dinner. But in my head, I'm thinking, no, I'm not gonna go eat dinner because that's more money. And I'm gonna be honest, this is only the first date. And, like, no, like, it's just not worth it. So after that, I remember me and her and me and my buddy Lane, we got into his car and planned to go to a viewpoint. But this wasn't a normal viewpoint. If you guys don't know, like, this is a viewpoint where you could, like, literally see the, like, entire city and stuff. And there was some construction up there as well going on at the time. So, like, you know, it was just a nice view. So I remember me and my buddy, we got into the car. I sat in the back seat with the girl that I was talking to, and he sat in the front seat with the girl he was talking to. We went up and we drove all the way up that massive hill, and we parked the car and looked over at the sunset. The sun was setting. We were all talking at first, just hanging out. And then obviously from there, we started getting a little touchy. You know, I got touchy with my girl, he got touchy with his girl, and we started just doing basic makeout sesh. I was in the back seat, he was in the front seat. That was going on for, I want to say, like 20 minutes. But let's just say as that was going on, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The girl I was with started going ham. And by going ham, I mean she was getting to the point where it wasn't just a normal makeout session like they were doing. She actually started getting on top of me. And you know, as much as I love my buddy, I don't think he would want me doing it in his car. Like, let's be real here, doing the devil's tango in your friend's car when he's in the car it's not really it. And I remember I could just see him like kind of glancing at the rearview mirror like, are they actually gonna do it in the back of my car? You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really pushing it. It was mostly the girl that was kind of like getting on. But anyways, it was weird. But yeah, you know, things started going a bit more and more, and the music was loud and stuff. And honestly, I was kind of just vibing. You know, I'm not gonna lie. In scenarios like these, I kind of just vibe and see where the flow takes us. But then I'm not gonna lie. The girl that my buddy was seeing at the time, let's just say she's a really uptight person. I think that's the best way to really explain it. She was very uptight. And I remember the girl that my buddy was talking to at the time started saying how it's really awkward that it was happening and stuff. She said something like, it's really weird how he's like doing it right now in the back seat. Like, they're getting way too close. You should tell him to like not do it in the car. And my buddy obviously is like, yo, Baba. And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He's like, can you like guys like not do it like that much in the back of my car? So I said, okay. And then I told her like, you know, like we need to tone it down. But then she told me, oh, like there's like a porta potty over there if you want to go there. And I'm like, oh, like, you know, she has to go to the bathroom. That's at least what I thought. But when she pointed out the porta potty, I remember we both got out of the car because it was a small car at the time. And I remember we walked over to the porta potty and then we both went in together. Was I gonna watch her pee? No, I did not want to see her push pee. I mean, pee, not push and pee. Anyways, sorry. I did not want to see her do any sort of bathroom potty. Okay. But she didn't go in there to do a bathroom potty. She actually went in there and we started making out in the porta potty. And long story short, from making out into a porta potty, we continued it until we actually ended up doing the devil's tango in the porta potty. I know, crazy, right? And I'm not gonna lie, in all places, and you guys know I love my bathroom stories, we somehow ended up doing it in a porta potty. That is the most craziest thing in the world. Like, to this day, actually blew my mind that, you know, out of all the bathroom stories we put on this channel, I'd be doing it the one where I actually say I did it in a porta potty because it's like the ultimate dirtiest bathroom in the world. I think we all know that, especially a construction worker porta potty. You guys know how disgusting those are, right? But yeah, we full on did the devil's tango in the porta potty and it was absolutely gross. Okay, like I'm not gonna lie, I think the only thing that like was actually like holding our entire like session was her holding the toilet seat when I'm just going from behind. Simple as that. That's the only picture I can give you guys without really getting demonetized here. Okay, but anyways, after that, I remember we both got out of there and my friend and his girlfriend were just looking like over like to the other side of the car from her side door and just kind of shaking their heads like, what the heck is going on? Like, it was just really awkward. And I'm not gonna lie, this girl, she had no regrets doing this. So we got back in the car and my friend's girl was like really disgusted and like, that's kind of gross. And then Lane, my buddy of mine, he's like, can't believe you actually did it in the porta potty. And honestly, let's just say it was really, really, really weird. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, out of all the bathroom stories I've done, this was definitely one of the ones that I wish I did not tell sometimes. But at the same time though, it's my life and I've done a lot of crazy things and you guys will learn that over time. But like I always say, make sure you guys follow for more embarrassing stories. And on top of that, make sure you guys follow the Twitch and Discord if you guys have any questions about any of these stories that I post on this channel. And like I always say, follow for more embarrassing stories.